This seems like a really good hand. We do want to find another island, but Ancestral Recall will hopefully get us there. We have the potential to go maybe like Silver Gull Adept into Lord of Atlantis. So I think we keep. Alright, so they leave with a Flooded Strand. We do have a Force of Will to protect our Ancestral Recall. So this hand's shaping up pretty well. So we'll lead with the Silver Gull Adept. We'll reveal Lord of Atlantis because we're planning on casting it this turn. So it's a pretty good start. They're fetching, so we'll see what land they go for. Okay, so they're going for basic plains. They probably know that we run some land destruction. I'm going to misstep that. So it's a pretty good start. I think we're in a good position to be the aggro deck right now, so the mental misstep. I'm not going to fight over that. I mean, we have another Lord, and we have this Ancestral Recall. I'd rather use this Force on if we need to make it resolve. I think we're in a good position to be the aggro deck right now, so the mental misstep. I'm not going to fight over that. So Strip Mine's a little bit rough. We will need to draw in another land. Which we did, so that seems pretty good. We didn't draw in any more fast mana, so we're just going to go ahead and attack here. But we did find another island, which is great for us. They've already used a Strip Mine, so we know that we probably don't have to worry about our lands from this point on. So there's Stony Silence. Don't care about that at all. We've already used our Black Lotus. The only thing that could hurt us is if we draw our Mox. So that seems pretty good for us. So I'll probably go Silver Gull Adept here. So there's Stony Silence. Don't care about that at all. Probably reveal a Curse Catcher. The only thing that could hurt us is if we draw our Mox. Alright, so we've got a bunch of Lords. So I'll probably go Silver Gull Adept here. Probably reveal a Curse Catcher. So I'd like one more land. Alright, so we've got a bunch of Lords. I don't think I'm gonna fight over that Brainstorm. I'd rather keep this Force of Will for like a mentor. So they did have a fetch land. It would have been nice if they were like Brainstorm locked. They were only on 3 cards. So No Rod's not going to do much for us. I think we try to get a Lord out of here. So we'll see if they have another Swords. Doesn't look like it, so I think we're in a pretty good shape here. I mean, if they have like another land and moat or something, that could hurt. So we'll see if they have another swords. Doesn't look like it, so I think we're in a pretty good shape here. Haha, called it. So we'll see if they have force to protect it. So this is where maybe going with that Curse Catcher would have been the smarter move. We had a pretty good clock going. Maybe we didn't need to go with that Lord. I don't know that I really need to change my sideboard or sideboard into anything here. I think we'll just keep this 60. I don't even know if there's anything better to bring in than this Dismember. I mean, it's probably not going to be completely dead. We can get like a factory with it. I mean, maybe Ghost Quarter, but I mean, we already saw 2 basics. Yeah, I just don't know if there's going to be that many good targets for this Dismember. I think a Ghost Quarter serves the same purpose. Hitting their man lands, but, you know, on the potential if they fetch for a couple basics in the beginning of the game, you know, might work to limit their mana. I think I'll keep this. It is a little bit slow. And currently we need to find another island to cast our True Name or our Lord. It's got some good interaction though, and it's got a couple of threats we just need to draw into some land. So I think I'll keep. Hey Tuckstev, how's it going? Yeah, it's been a little while since I've played any dailies, so... Yeah, we'll let... I'm not going to waste a Force Will on a Mox Pearl. I think Time Walk at this point's fine. Hey Tuckstev, how's it going? Yeah, it's been a little while since I've played any dailies, so... Yeah, so it looks like they just really wanted to kind of play that as like an explorer. Alright, so I think we just go on the mana denial plan here. Just lead off with Wasteland and then maybe Strip Mine if they go for a basic. Yeah, so it looks like they just really wanted to kind of play that as an explorer. Alright, so I think we just go on the mana denial plan here. Lead off with Wasteland and then maybe Strip Mine if they go for a basic. Yeah, so there's a good target for our Strip Mine. And there's another island for us to start casting some of our other spells, so not looking too bad here. Alright, so it does look like they're maybe a little bit stuck on mana. So we can't cast anything this turn, but we'll have some mana if we want to play Mental Misstep without paying life. Alright, so it does look like they're maybe a little bit stuck in mana. So we can't cast anything this turn, but we'll have some mana. I think that we will run out this Lord. Get a clock going. I think that we will run out this Lord. I mean, at worst, we can maybe try a time walk next turn. I think I'm gonna mental miss. I mean, yeah, I think I'm gonna mental misstep this. It'd kind of be nice to save it for like an ancestral recall. I don't think this is worth forcing. They are down to 3 cards. So they're on Supreme Verdict mana now, they're on Moat mana now. They are down to 3 cards. So they're tapping 2. Supreme Verdict mana now, they're on Moat mana now. So they're thinking about it. Yeah, I think when there's cards like you know, Moat that we just can't beat, that we just kind of have to say that Force of Will. So now this is tempting. I think I will force this. I think I might get rid of Phantasmal Image here. It keeps them stuck on 2 cards. Now 0 cards. So unfortunately it's going to resolve. If they do have any silver bullets like Moat, you know, then we're going to have to find some, you know, another Force of Will. But I think if they didn't have that force there, you know, it really kind of puts them behind in card advantage. So I think I'm glad that we did that. I'm gonna wasteland this Tundra and then Time Walk. I mean, I could cast the True Name Nemesis. But it gives them the opportunity to untap and play Moat if that's what they found, which I just can't beat right now. So I'm gonna be patient, take them off white. I'm going to Time Walk. Yeah, Tuxdev, that's, I mean, I could have done that, but I'm just kind of worried that they're going to find a Moat, or they found a Moat with that Dig Through Time. Maybe it's just playing it like too conservative. I'm going to guess that they drew that Mox there. I doubt that they would have kept that off a Dig Through Time. So we are going to have to play into this standstill now. And in that case, if they didn't find Moat, then True Name was probably the right thing to have played. Yeah, I can see what you mean, Tuxdev. That was probably a mistake. And now we're just kind of getting punished for it by drawing all of our True Name Nemesis. Like a slap in the face, like you should have played a True Name Nemesis. In that case, if they didn't find Moat, then True Name was probably the right thing to have played. Yeah, I can see what you mean, Tuxdev. That was probably a mistake. And now we're just kind of getting punished for it by drawing all of our True Name Nemesis. Like a slap in the face. I think I am going to play this Master of the Pearl Trident into that standstill. We're going to have to play into it at some point. Yeah, so it's possible that we're pretty far behind right now. So I got plenty of cards right now. 9 cards in hand. They haven't made their land drop. They're going to have a library going now. And so, yeah, I kind of agree. I think that we're pretty far behind now. They haven't made their land drop. They're going to have a library going now. And so, yeah, I kind of agree. I think that we're pretty far behind now. So, No Rod is kind of interesting. It does take him off of 2 mana. And we do have a bit of a clock going right now. You know, I'm sure they're running at least one Supreme Verdict. We know they have a moat. They've gone through half their deck already. They're going to have library online. So hopefully they just kind of draw poorly. We do have a bit of a clock going right now. You know, I'm sure they're running at least one Supreme Verdict. We know they have a moat. They've gone through half their deck already. They're going to have library online. So hopefully they just kind of draw poorly. So there's a library activation. So there's Jace. Probably start bumping some creatures back to our hand. So we'll misstep that. So they have a misstep themselves. Yeah, so now I think we really need to resolve a true name. So we'll have 3 shots at it. We'll see if they have a Force of Will. So that's great for us. They might have a board sweeper, but if not, then we're in pretty good shape. Yeah, so now I think we really need to resolve a true name. And in fact, if I'm recalling right, I think they need 2 white for Supreme Verdict, which they don't have at the moment. So that's great for us. So they might be digging for a white source. If not, then we're in pretty good shape. So there's their white source. And in fact, if I'm recalling right, I think they need 2 white for Supreme Verdict, which they don't have at the moment. Yeah, so there's Moat. I don't think we can win through that. So I'm just going to go ahead and concede. There's their white source. Yep. Can't beat that. I think we're just going to run it back. Like I said, I don't know, you know, with the exception of that Dismember for that Ghost Quarter. Oh, you know what? I actually am running 1 Echoing Truth right now. I wasn't even thinking about that. I recently changed my deck lists and took out a Lotus Petal and replaced it with an Echoing Truth. So I actually did have an out there. I think it was probably unlikely, but that's yeah, that's a recent change that I made that I wasn't thinking about. I actually am running 1 Echoing Truth right now. I wasn't even thinking about that. I recently changed my deck lists and took out a Lotus Petal and replaced it with an Echoing Truth. Yeah, part of that's kind of a response to the just constantly losing to Mentor, and then being really soft to some of those silver bullets like Moat. I mean, it definitely doesn't, you know, it helps in the Mentor matchup a little bit. It's still pretty tough. Yeah, part of that's kind of a response to So we'll actually be on the play this time. Hopefully we'll get off to a pretty fast start. I think that's kind of what's needed against a deck like this. We just need to kind of get underneath the standstill. Yeah, so I'm really kind of regretting not going with that True Name Nemesis. You know, I guess it was probably just too conservative trying to play around that moat. No, this looks pretty bad. We just need at least one more mana. It's not a terrible start. It could be better. But if they're kind of dirtling around a little bit, then especially if we draw another land and like turn 3 can start, you know, can wasteland them, keep them off, you know, that moat one more turn. We might just be able to aggro them out. I don't know that, you know, they have like any cards that we just absolutely have to like Force of Will, so not having that interaction in hand isn't maybe the worst thing in this matchup. Unless they just have like a turn 1 like Black Lotus into land and moat. So I'll lead with the Wasteland just in case they lead with Wasteland, and we don't lose our Cavern. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I want to ship this hand away for another, you know, for 5, I think. So we're gonna leave with Silvergill Adept. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I want to ship this hand away for another, you know, for 5, I think. So we're gonna leave with Silvergill Adept. All right, so we have enough land now. Be nice to start drawing some more business spells. So actually, Phantasmal Image wouldn't be too bad here. Forcible is also a good draw. Unfortunately, it did slow us down a turn. Yep, so we're going to have to let that Swords resolve. Looks like they're stuck on 1 land, which is really good for us. And now we have the double Force of Will. Yeah, I know what you mean. You know, maybe it wasn't that important for that Silvergill Adept to get countered. We did lose some tempo there for sure. Yeah, I know what you mean. You know, maybe it wasn't that important for that Silvergill Adept to get countered. All right, we have a pretty good clock going now, and with them stuck on 1 land, and the fact that they didn't Swords our dude last turn tells me they probably don't have it. So I think we're looking pretty good right now. Yeah, so it looks like they were just kind of mana screwed and probably weren't gonna, you know, climb out of this double Lord board state. So awesome, we're 1-0 in the daily.